It's a new day, new haircut, same Premiere Pro, but for how much longer? What do I mean by that? Well, this week is kind of like the calm before the storm. The storm being IBC 2017. I have to preface everything I'm about to say with a little disclaimer that this is entirely speculative. So don't go tweeting this out as like straight up fact. That said, historically, Adobe has used IBC as a platform to announce new features. So let's just pretend Adobe will announce some new features at IBC. Premiere Bro has 4 questions that we think Premiere Pro users should be asking in regards to what the new features will be. Here's the first question, and it requires a little bit of explanation. Content velocity is not slowing down. What do I mean by that? Video creators are being expected to produce content faster than ever. Simultaneously, the demand for high quality content isn't going down either. So what happens when content velocity goes up and the demand for high quality goes up? What's the third wheel that really suffers? Time. I mean, it's obvious. It's your basic project management triangle, right? Quality, money, time. Pick 2, you can't have all 3. Adobe is trying to help editors save time by giving them high quality tools. I mean, we see it in the Lumetri color panel, we see it in the essential sound panel, and we see it in the essential graphics panel. So the first question is kind of broad in general, but what new features is the Premiere Pro team going to add that are going to help editors and video creators satisfy that demand for content velocity and high quality content? The second question has to do with VR and 360 video. About a month and a half or so, Adobe announced that they would be acquiring the technology behind Mettle's SkyBox suite. Without exaggerating here, it is the top of the food chain when it comes to VR and 360 video transitions and effects in Premiere Pro. And I can't remember if Adobe acquired all of Mettle or if it was just the SkyBox suite, but regardless, the second question is how will Mettle's SkyBox transitions and effects be integrated in Premiere Pro? I think we can expect to see a big boost in VR and 360 video effects and transitions in the next version of Premiere Pro. This isn't the third question, but along with this VR discussion, VR and 360 video is still a brand new way of storytelling, and the cinematic language is still being developed. So it'll be interesting to see what words Adobe uses to talk about VR and 360 video storytelling. The third question is, what new features are they going to add to the Essential Graphics panel? So the Essential Graphics panel came out in what is still the current version of Premiere Pro, and it is a game changer as far as text and graphic workflows in Premiere Pro. And not just Premiere Pro, but After Effects as well. It's a version 1, a really solid version 1, but it's still version 1. There have been a lot of feature requests for the Essential Graphics panel to build it out and make it a more robust text and graphic editor. So it'll be exciting to see how the Premiere Pro team responds to some of those requests. I think we can all expect to see some really cool stuff added to the Essential Graphics panel. The fourth question has to do with how content is being published and distributed to audiences. Video creators more and more are being expected to not just create the content, but distribute it and publish it as well. More than any other time in history, video content is being delivered from the creator directly to the audience. In previous releases of Premiere Pro, we've seen a continuous effort to expand this capability of direct publishing. Premiere Pro has added direct publishing to Vimeo, YouTube, Behance, and in the most recent version, they've allowed Adobe stock contributors to publish directly from Premiere Pro to Adobe stock. So the fourth question is, what new ways will video creators and editors be able to publish their content directly to their audiences in Premiere Pro? And that's it. Those are the 4 questions that we think Premiere Pro users should be asking. Looking forward to IBC, where Adobe has historically announced its next wave of new features. Again, totally speculative. Just one quick announcement before we say goodbye. Next week, Premiere Bro will be on fall break, and we'll be stepping away temporarily from our normal activities. So again, that's just for next week. There won't be any Premiere Brocast. There won't be any Premiere in Post, no original blog posts, no week in Premiere. So sad, but hopefully there's some consolation in knowing that all of us will be on the edge of our seats next week watching the Adobe stage at IBC 2017. That's all we have for today. We will see you in the next broadcast, which will be not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. Thanks for watching.